guys, so that is the first writing session today. I'm gonna do more later this afternoon. I have set it up a little bit. So I have total here. Okay, what the hell? 425 words. It's okay. I was highly distracted by a bunch of deer outside. So I have 425 words setting up the scene. This is the chapter where Eliana starts training hand-to-hand combat, and I need to do a little bit of research on that because I am not a fighter. So I'm gonna do some research on that, and that's what really distracted me from the writing. So I'm gonna do that. It is setting up the relationship between her and the main male character, and also like I don't know. It's also setting up just the relationship, and in the next chapter a big thing happens, so I'm trying to set that up too, and figure that out. So I think that's why I am struggling, is because I suck at condensing relationships in a few pages and writing that down. But I have to remind myself that this big thing happening in the next chapter is important, and it's not the biggest plot. It is the start of the plot, and I think that I'm forgetting that it's just a small part of a bigger thing, if that makes sense. So I feel like I don't want to rush the relationships that are forming here, because I think I've set it up really well. But I do need to start getting it going. The banter needs to start. But it is 7:46, so it's been an hour since I started writing. So I had about 425 words that I ended up with. So this is the end of the morning session. I am gonna go work out. I am gonna clean a little bit, get breakfast going for the kids before they wake up, and kind of brainstorm a little bit about what's gonna happen, research some stuff on hand-to-hand combat, probably ask my husband a little bit about it, and some friends in the military as well, if they're not busy. So that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I should ask some cop friends too. Okay, gonna message a bunch of friends and ask them some things on hand-to-hand combat, just the basics, so they can point me to the right direction. So I'm gonna do that. Gonna be odd, but things that you look up, right? And that's fun, I guess. Anyway, this was my morning session. I will see you guys in the afternoon one, and see how that goes. Try to fix a few things outside that fell during the storm, since my husband's not home right now. Hopefully I can lift that thing while it's windy outside. I know I can lift it, it's hella windy outside. So, finishing my coffee, gonna go work out, gonna go for a run, lift heavy shit, and do this. Another thing is that it's time for me to choose a book. Currently the library is a little bare, but it is happening. It's starting to come together. So I need to read a new book, and I need to read some of them. All my psychology stuff when I used to practice, clinical psychology, religion stuff, which I'm not in the mood for that, so I think I'll read. No, I'm leaning towards fantasy, but it's either Brandon Sanderson that my friend Jenny gave me, or one of these, or Crescent City. Not in the mood for, it's not my favorite, guys. not a favorite series, but I want to finish it and give it a chance. Okay, I'll decide. I'm choosing Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And one of these books, not one of it, the first book. So I have a few chapters that I've read, but Jesus Christ, it's like so thick it won't come out. Okay, it's a thick boy right here. So we're gonna read these two this month. And I promised to read it. I promised to my friend that I would read it. And we're gonna read it. Okay, so it is 2:50. The kids are down for a quick quiet time, nap time. They don't actually go to sleep at this time. They just have some quiet time because we all need some downtime. So that's what they're gonna do. I have 30 minutes until I cook dinner. And yes, I do cook dinner this early because it does take a long time since I like to do everything from scratch. Sometimes it takes so long, but also because I want to spend time with my kids when they do come downstairs in like an hour, sometimes in an hour and a half, depending, and they want to come down. So I'm about to start a writing sprint in 5 minutes. I'm just going to set myself up. And this is our cat, Momo. And yes, I will clean your litter box in a little bit. One other thing that I have to do. So, we're going to... Getting better, and it does need to be cleaned up a lot. But it is, I finally got where I'm headed here. It was initially something else completely, but 760 words is the total, which is not bad, especially since I didn't know what to do in the beginning of the day, and now I have 760 words, a good idea of where this chapter is going to go and where it needed to go, because it just didn't sit right with me where I was planning on putting it. It just didn't seem to flow very well. So now it's better. It's like a better pace versus what I had planned earlier. I'm still doing some research on some stuff on combat training, so I'm still looking stuff up to make it flow better. It helps the relationships in this story. And this chapter is to just reinforce Eliana and the male character, the main guy. His name is Theo, by the way. One of the main guys, his name is Theo. The relationship to be a little bit more cohesive, to get closer. And that's what it needed. Yeah. So I'm happy where it went. I didn't write as much as I typically would, but I feel good about it. Tomorrow is Saturday. It's the weekend already. This week went by fast because I think it was Labor Day. And typically on weekends I don't write. Honestly, I don't have time to write because I spend literally every second with my family on weekends. It's the time that I catch up with my husband, so I will probably not do any writing at all this weekend. That's totally fine. I'm hoping to at least write down 200 words. Monday will be different though. We'll see. I might go ahead and finish this chapter. I'm trying to do, like I said, like a chapter a week to get done by the end of the year. Like not end of the year, but the end of January. But it's looking like February because I totally forgot that holidays are so busy and we're going on vacation in November. Or internationally, and it's I won't have time to write it all. So maybe jot down some ideas. But today was a good day of writing, and a typical one whenever I'm busy, which is every day. I can't really write with my kids around because I get distracted, and I have a very small little one that gets herself into so many things that I have to keep an eye on her constantly, which is totally fine. I love this age. But that just means all eyes, two eyes are on both kids, which takes a lot out of me. So this is my first vlog. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys continue to watch. Just a very realistic day of a stay-at-home mom, aspiring to be an author. Hopefully soon in one day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!